My name is Sarah Lang, and today I'm going to give my persuasive speech. Here are my 6 people: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so just imagine that you go into work one day and your employer tells you, we aren't going to cover your insulin anymore because of our Jewish beliefs. Or you walk into work one day and your employer tells you that you're fired because you are openly gay and being gay is a sin. Or even when you walk into work, your employer tells you that they are not going to cover your birth control anymore because it goes against their strong Christian beliefs. Terrifyingly enough, for 21,000 Hobby Lobby employees, this last statement is now true. With this statement being true, it can only lead into the others becoming a reality. Since the Sebelius versus Hobby Lobby case, Hobby Lobby no longer has to provide 3 forms of birth control to their employees. And contrary to some people's belief, that this birth control does not induce abortion and is prescribed for many other reasons other than contraception. As a young female in the workforce who uses birth control, this is very concerning for me. I do not want to go into work being concerned about whether or not I'm going to be able to pay for my prescriptions based off of something that is no one else's right. Middle-aged men are deciding what I can and can't do with my body, and I'm just not okay with that. And this isn't just important to females. It has also opened the doors for any number of companies to come in, make an absurd request, and be granted it. Specifically, I will be talking about women's rights to her own body, that corporations should not be allowed to have feelings to guide company policies, and the doors this case opens for other companies to make up rules. Since the 20s, women have fought tooth and nail for their rights, and even more recently, they have fought for rights to birth control. I can't let society take a step backwards. It's nobody's business what anyone, male or female, does to their body, and everyone has their own personal reasons for these things. Laws call for fair treatment and opportunity for all women. In a corporate setting, religious freedom shouldn't be an exception. Which leads to my next idea that companies shouldn't be able to be offended by their employees' beliefs. Companies are in place to sell a product and make profit. Hence why they shouldn't get to decide what anyone does to their bodies. Sure, the people behind the companies have values, but if we want to grant religious freedom to their companies, then the employees should be granted freedom to ignore those values in favor of their own. Like I said earlier, this will only open doors for any other company to go in and say that they don't like something, so we don't want it in place anymore. This case encourages other companies to ban things they don't like. It makes a strong argument for less accepted ideals to become implemented. Just because this case was based off of Christianity, which happens to be the most popular case in America, religion in America. If a Hindu wants to come in and say that women should have to wear a headdress, people aren't going to like that here. But because of this case, they can say, well, they got granted it, why can't we? So just because you aren't offended by this one, it doesn't mean that later down the road you won't be offended by it later. Everyone has their right to their own body, and it's not okay that women's rights was the first one to get struck down. In conclusion, like I've said before, it's very important that we keep up with it is very important that we keep up with today's society and not take any steps backwards. Females have rights to their bodies, and they can't be taken away. Also, this ban only opens doors for other companies to be able to make absurd requests and be granted it. Also, companies are companies. They don't have feelings. They aren't people. A mom and pop store down the road is one case, but when we're talking about a multi-million corporation that owns many companies, that's when your personal feelings get left at the door. Thank you.
Great.
Wait, don't. Okay. Sorry. Here are my 6 people at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Thank you.